Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Today we don't see a lot of movement, but we can see very characteristic triangle movement here. So we are heading basically just sideways, but in a contracting triangle shape. So this indicates there should be an impulsive breakout very soon. Which direction, I can't tell you, but the market will tell us. But what we do normally, what we can expect is some kind of a volatile spike out of this, yeah, and we're just heading into the apex, and it could really be that during the US stock market opening hours that we are going to see some strong volatility here in the market. At the moment, I have labeled this as, I mean, we talked about it in detail before, don't need to repeat the entire wave count, but the point is I'm seeing this here still as a possible 1-2 setup with an ABC. To maintain that, we need to stay above the 1323 level, and then we can still count this as a 1-2 setup. However, we would need to be in a wave 3 now based on that, and it would need to be a bullish breakout to the upside, an impulsive breakout to the upside that should take us sort of in the region of 1440. But as you can see, we are moving in some kind of a triangle shape here. So the market is not very decisive at the moment. I think we might carry on for a bit, but then when the US stock market opens, we might see a bit of a volatile move out of it. It would be nice to see a little bit of movement because, again, until yesterday or since yesterday, the market appears to be frozen again. The point is here, of course, it could drop to the downside. Then we would we would lose this entire ascending trend line. That would be a rather short-term bearish signal, and it would favor me the count that is highlighted here in red that I took you through in previous videos. It would invalidate or at least make very unlikely that we are breaking out straight away to the upside out of this particular pattern of a 1-2 setup, which would be followed by a wave 3 to 1440, which is all calculated based on Fibonacci extensions, based on the Elliott wave count, yeah. Because each wave degree and kind of wave, yeah, has its own Fibonacci retracement and extension targets. Now, the point is, if we lose this trend line, yeah, then it's probably not going to hold anymore, and we probably lose this 1323 level. We'll then possibly lose as well the 1295 level, and if we do that, then we are probably going to land in this area here, which we landed in already here on the 15th of October. That was a long trade. Here on the 21st of October, that was a long trade, possible long trade. And we could land in here again. It's a support zone, yeah? So this would be the red count that I have highlighted here on the chart. And the red count doesn't really, I mean, long term or medium term, the pattern doesn't change because of this, but sort of how we get there, how we get to the upside, how we break to the upside, that's going to change. And it would then not be, so the yellow count is the immediate breakout, where we had here a wave 1 spike on the 14th of October, came down in a wave A, moved up in a B, came down in a C to put a wave 2 in place. And we're now in the third wave based on that. And in the third wave, we already have a 1-2 and a 1-2 setup. Now, with the alternative count that I think will get very likely, if we lose this trend line, we have still the wave 1 in place here, but this is a wave A. All of this movement until the most recent high here at 1370 was a very complex wave B correction, and then we are coming down in a C wave afterwards, and that could very well take us all the way down to the 1225 level. If we lose 1225 as well, then I think we're not in an ABC or 1-2 setup. Then we are in something else, which would then make us put a new low in place below 1195, and that would be this triangle count that we talked about before. If we look at the entire range, then we can see this entire thing as a large Elliott wave triangle. An Elliott wave triangle consists of A, B, C, D, E, so 5 waves. Each of them is a corrective wave, can become quite complex. As you can see, this is quite a complex pattern. And I would then say this was a wave A, this was a wave B, this was a wave C. We would then come down in a wave D, yeah, and that would even be, you know, even if we break below the 1225 level, that's possible. And then we come up in a wave E, and would then move down in another low, right? And as long as we're holding the $1,000 level, the higher level expectation for a breakout to the upside is still valid. If we break below $1,000, as I said it before, it would seriously challenge and risk to invalidate the overall bullish expectation here that we will put another high in place here before we come down. So generally, because it is what it's doing at the moment, my expectation is that either we are breaking out straight away, or we'll come down into the green box that I showed you and we'll break out then. I wouldn't rule out another low in this green area. It's entirely possible, as long as we haven't broken out above 1400, because the $1,400 level is the key breakout level. Above that level, this triangle pattern that I showed you will get invalidated, and it would make it much more likely that we're actually pushing through and follow through. As long as we're still, even though we broke out to 1370, but we're still sort of in the range, yeah? So until we get out of this range, we don't really know. The point is here, we have a bullish setup, yeah? We have a long trade setup, where I talked about two possible entry points before, here and here. Both of them would have generated a profitable long trade. The point is now, what do we do? From my point of view, I'm currently just waiting and seeing. You know, I haven't taken any profits yet. I probably won't take profits until we get higher here into the 1500 range. Yeah, and let's see, you know, if we come down lower, probably another accumulation phase for me. But yeah, we are now heading into this triangle, so the market will react to this probably quite impulsively. Let's see which direction we go, and based on this analysis here, you should be prepared for which target is going to be reached if we move up or if we move down of the triangle. Yeah, we're currently in the pattern, so the market needs to decide the direction, and that will then make a certain scenario more likely. By the way, to the upside, yeah, key breakout points here, 1360, yeah, this wick, and then 1370 basically, yeah, that's the most recent high. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.